During this session, we will be having Mr. Ray Chandran addressing us on cosmic energy and self-healing methods. Cosmic energy and self-healing methods. I am sure it will be a very, very interesting session. After that, we also have Mr. Salaton Ole Nututu talking to us. And before we go into this, let's have a brief introduction of all the three of them. May I request the PowerPoint presentation to be played, please? Mr. Ray Chandran, the spiritual teacher from Tokyo, Japan. His journey to find the truth led him to USA, focuses on quantum DNA, sound healing, has been traveling across the world conducting healing chakra workshops, takes people to high energy vortexes. I'm sure you'll witness this during the session here too. And has been a guest speaker at the United Nations and has authored books. Friends, please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Ray Chandran. Let me now give you a more detailed introduction about Mr. Salaton Ole Nututu. Born and raised in the heart of the African savannah, he is a renowned warrior, community chief, and shaman of the nomadic Maasai tribe, a protector, ambassador for the Maasai culture, and a healer. He lived among wild animals in African bush at the tender age of, starting from the tender age of 14 and for more than 7 years, and has been associated with several projects related to education, water conservation, medicinal plants, etc. Please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Nututu again. And thank you. Kindly be seated. Kindly be seated. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Dr. D.R. Karthikeyan, please. An IPS officer and former Special Director of the Central Bureau of Investigation, the Director General of National Human Rights Commission, held various key positions in the police department. He headed the special investigation team that probed the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. At the invitation of Interpol, made an audio-visual presentation of the investigation before an assembly of top police officers. He is a recipient of the coveted Padma Shri Award by the Government of India. May I invite Dr. Karthikeyan to moderate and give the opening session, please.
Namaskaram, Namaskar, good morning to all of you. What a brilliant session we had this morning, inspiring. How this is going to be a historic event. There is going to be a debate all over the world about belief and what is beyond. How nicely it was explained in short speeches this morning. It's not belief. Belief may be longer, faith may be longer than the scientific findings. Scientific findings are also changing, we have seen this morning. So I exist because I believe. All of us have beliefs, otherwise we will not be existing. Now we have two eminent speakers here. That is Dr. Ray Chandran from Japan. Apart from what you have seen on the introduction here, is a remarkable person, Indian, who went to Japan, and what all he has gone through, there is no time for him also to tell because he has to complete his presentation in 30 minutes. But I know what all he went through. Amazing story, unbelievable. Now he's all over the world. And about intuition we heard this morning. The scientists had intuition. In dream they had, but he had intuition while walking around meeting all of us. And he also says that I don't know what happens. It comes to him, downloading, he says. downloading. He is able to see people and tell certain things. And it has happened. It turns out to be true, been seeing. That's why he's in demand all over. He came last night. This afternoon he is going to Egypt. And if you have the time, after this moment, with few minutes with him, it's worth it. You will be privileged. And of course, the recent book of his is Rumi. You know, Jalaluddin Rumi, the great master, passing his poems through him. And the book has come out also. It's very beautiful. I am a great admirer of Jalaluddin Rumi. I'm sure most of you are. I had been to Konya, his resting place also. I am told it is the most translated works in the world are Rumi's poems and all that. Now, of course, I have not had the privilege of knowing the other eminent speaker from East Africa, Mr. Salaton Ole Tutu. I was just asking him, how old are you? He said, I don't know, because I never went to any school. And see what he has achieved now. I heard from others, such an eminent personality, we are fortunate. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be with you again tomorrow evening for some time. So the time with them is most precious. So I'm only going to take only 5 minutes maybe. I would like to, on faith, what some of the eminent personalities have said. Quote, Mahatma Gandhi said, you must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. I want to assure you, with our experience and what is happening in the country, in many parts of the country, let us not lose faith. Because Gandhi said, few drops of the ocean are maybe dirty. The ocean does not become dirty. Let us hope things will change for the better. And the great English writer, G.K. Chesterton said, to love means loving the unlovable. To forgive means pardoning the unpardonable. Faith means believing the unbelievable. Hope means hoping when everything seems hopeless. So let us hope things will change for the better for us in our country and for all over the planet also. Now, all the world is made of faith and trust. These are all I'm not going to mention. It is Helen Keller, who doesn't know her. She said, death is no more than passing from one room into another. But there is a difference for me because, she was with all of handicaps, challenges were there. But there is a difference for me when the death happens, because in that other room I shall be able to see. She is born blind and all that, you know that very well. And be brave and take risks. You hear of car accidents. In Delhi, every day, 5 people get killed in road accidents. The flights crash with 100 people, 200 people. But we are all brave enough to go by car, to fly also. So be brave and take risks. You need to have faith in yourself. We are having faith, well, I will reach. Getting into the metal tube, with what confidence? Going from one place to thousands of kilometers away in turbulence also. But still we have faith, so we are able to travel. So you need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. We don't know everything. And now these 3 remain, faith, hope and love. But the greatest of these is faith, I would say that. Faith is not the belief that God will do what we want. It is the belief that God will do what is right. What we want is the right things to happen, that's why I believe. 2 episodes from my personal life. One is about intuition, another is about faith. I have to necessarily take it from, because it is on evidence-based, So I have to quote from my own life. Rajiv Gandhi was killed, assassinated, 21st May 1991, addressing an election meeting in Sriperumbudur. There was a bomb blast. He was among the 18 persons dead. He was the only one who could not be identified because the whole front portion of the body was blown off. He was unidentified by the loto shoes he was wearing. I'm trying to make it very short. I was in Hyderabad. Next morning, calls came from Delhi telling that, the director CBI, it's already in my book also, number of times it has come on the TV. He called me to say that, there's no clue. Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated. We had a meeting in the morning, both the IB, who deals with intelligence internally, and the RAW deal with intelligence from foreign countries. They say they have no idea who could have done it. They have no clue. It could be any of the terrorist group, but they have no clue at all. There is no information intelligence on that. So it was felt, the director told me, we believe it may end up like Kennedy assassination. That is, can never be detected. Unlike Mahatma Gandhi and Indira Gandhi assassinations, where people were caught red-handed, people who killed them were caught red-handed, the investigation, sir, please come. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine. I know you are so busy and still you made it. I was just telling them, we'll give more time to the speakers. I will only make few comments because evidence-based, so I said some episodes from my personal life. I will tell very briefly. Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated 21st May 1991. I was in Hyderabad, got many calls from Government of India, Delhi, telling, unlike Mahatma Gandhi and Indira Gandhi assassinations, where people were caught red-handed, in this case, there is no clue. They are only finding who else did it and all that. No clue. Both the intelligence agents said, we have no idea at all. So he said, it may remain like Kennedy assassination. Kennedy assassination, even today, after 40, 50 years, still nobody is sure. Even though, the one man who was caught was also killed. So it may remain a mystery forever, but still the government want to take up the investigation, CBI. So everybody feels you are the right man to head the team. I protested because I was not in the CBI, I was doing something else. But anyhow, I said, okay, call of duty to the nation, I will accept, do my best to find out. We could not save him, at least find out who killed him. I went by a special flight to Madras. When I landed, the CBI officers at Madras and all the top Tamil Nadu police officers came to receive me and said, sir, why do you take it up? There is nothing in this case. 17 dead bodies, Rajiv Gandhi body beyond recognition, and one head of a woman, 2 legs lying far away. There is nothing. Why do you take it? We can never do it. I told them, I said, don't try to demotivate me. I accepted a task for the nation. I said, my intuition tells me we will do it. Talking about intuition this morning. Nobody believed. Everybody said it cannot be. But I had to accept that duty to the nation. I can't say I know. Much later, when we found out the people involved are the Tigers of Tamil Eelam, the deadliest terrorist group, who killed their own president, defense minister, hundreds of police officers, and all that. My colleagues from the CBI told me, Mr. Karthikeyan, you do not know, it was offered to us. None of us agreed. They said, all of us said no. I said, why? Because there is no clue. If you don't detect, they will condemn you as incompetent. If you detect, find out, they are not, those deadly terrorist group will neither spare you nor your family. So now you have found out it's a Tamil terrorist group, you are from Tamil Nadu, you better withdraw from the case. My well-wishers. I said, no. Task for the nation has to be done. We are going only by the truth and the lead. It has to be done, but everybody has to die someday. If that is my destiny, I will go. Fine. Okay, it's all over. Then, much later, I'm talking about Dr. P.C. Alexander was the governor of Maharashtra. He was secretary to Indira Gandhi. I knew him very well, but after a long time, we are meeting in Delhi. We ran into each other. He said, you must be the most harassed man, Mr. Karthikeyan, in the whole country. One is you are prosecuting the deadliest terrorist group, first time. And they have not spared their own president and all that. And but how is it you look so relaxed and all that? And you are the most harassed because 20 hours a day, 2 commissions of inquiry, all that. I told him, sir, I have done nothing against my conscience or against the law. So I have no conflict with my conscience. So I am not worried at all. They also know what I am finding, charging them is truth. Evidence I collected. But he said, they are deadly terrorist group, they don't care for all that. I said, that is their problem. Then what I want to say is, it's a matter of faith, I told him. I said, I don't know, as a true Christian, you believe my philosophy or not. I said, everyone born has to die one day. Even the Mahavatars, all that, the spiritual masters, whom we worship as gods and all that. So the day you are born, you know very well you're going to die. My faith, my belief is that when I will die, where I will die, how I will die, all that is decided long back. Only thing is, I don't know when it will happen. It's a good thing I do not know also. I said, when the time comes, fixed for me to go, nobody can keep me. Indira Gandhi was killed by her own security guards. Until that time comes, nobody can take me. Even though I was surrounded by 100 men and bulletproof cars, that doesn't give me any sense of security. I have no fear because I believe, matter of faith, it's not a question of belief, I strongly, when the time comes. So, I never had any moment of insecurity or fear. I could go ahead with what I had to do. Rejecting all attempts to politicize, I said, nothing doing, do it. So what I'm saying is, intuition is there because I knew at that time nobody believed it's going to be detected. Not even the government. That is intuition. I'm happy so much validity. Great scientists were telling about that, how scientists got infusion and then they followed it up. Matters of faith also like that. So unless we have certain faith and certain values and all that, we cannot go on with life. So thank you, sir. For Dharmadhikari, I want to tell you, what a brilliant subject. I also thought, what is this vague subject? Why are they calling me here? What do I know about this subject? And all that. But it turned out to be, after a morning session, this is going to be a epoch-making discussion. It is going to be the beginning of a debate, global debate. And I hope, I'm sure ultimately there will be a resolution. Any university worth its name should take it up. It was a suggestion. Here they should open. I will also, in my own way, in Delhi also, I will tell them they must have a project on belief and beyond. It needs, it can go to Harvard, but Harvard, you know what happens? When they open a Tamil chair, they wanted $6 million. Because Sanskrit is the only language, Indian language which has a chair in Harvard. So some of my friends, they were very passionate about Tamil. They said, yes, $6 million you have to pay. And they have collected it also. They paid. But it's difficult to. On a matter like this, who is going to collect? I don't know. But some good university, many universities should take up. I will write to the BHU, Binath Chandra University Vice Chancellor. I was there last week for the program. Write to them. And any other Vice Chancellor who wants to go down in history for initiating a good project, they should start a chair, and a lot of research needs to be done because it's not superstition. It's not blind faith or something. It is true, it happens. Yes, wrong belief couldn't be rejected, as you have mentioned in your theme paper itself. The whole purpose is to identify what are the beliefs, what are the faiths to be encouraged, validated, and it's a wrong belief. There will always be some diversionary tactics for either ignorance or because of selfish reasons. We can remove all of them, and it's time. It's a great movement you have started today. So there's no better way of celebrating, thanking you for your 50th year of great service to the nation. So it is just not a day's discussion and forgotten one day newspaper comes. No. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to ask Mr. Ray Chandran will be the first speaker. Come, Ray.
Namaste to all of you. The God in me honors the God in each and every one of you. I would ask everybody to raise your right palm and let's honor the great Creator for another opportunity to heal illusion and separation consciousness. Thank you all. Today, what I wish to discuss is what I experienced in my life and how I found my truth. But this is only my truth. If my truth helps you to find your truth, use it. Otherwise, please set it aside. I was a homeless person in Japan. During this time, I had incredible difficulties. I used to go to law school in US. Because I fell in love with a Japanese girl, I went to Japan. But she left me after 2 months. I became a homeless person. And that time, I ventured into myself to ask questions, why this is happening to me? All the beliefs I had about God did not serve me. And this is where I started my spiritual practice, true spiritual practice. I wanted a God whom I can touch and feel and get answer, not just one-way communication. I believe our spiritual practice must support our everyday life. Otherwise, there is something wrong. I was in China last October, and one lady came and asked me, India has a very rich tradition, but why is India so poor and so corrupt? Yes, that more than 300 million people lives on $1 a day. Is it not, Yavan? What's the point of doing any practice if it is not going to support your life? Your spiritual practice must support your life in creating peace, joy, abundance in your life. What I wish to say today, Babaji asked me to say, is going to really provoke your thoughts. Truth is never static. When a truth is given, it is given in that moment in time. An ancient truth which was given, it was for that particular time. What Buddha spoke, what did Buddha say? If you see me, kill me first, otherwise you will follow me. It does not have any much relevance to the present reality because we are different. We have evolved. Dear one, if you look at the history of the planet, everything is changing so fast. Technology, science, engineering, transportation, telephone. Is it not, dear one? Better. But one thing never changed. Religion. It stayed the same, is it not? Is it not, dear one? Religion never changed. Our planet is in a very higher dimension at this time. Because of what happened in 2012, we have moved to the 5th dimension. And we must upgrade our mental capacity, our understanding of what spirit is. And there are many new tools available to the human beings at this time. And this simple truth can help you to join with the infinite. Right away. Let's say, for example, do you need 25 to 30 years to raise your Kundalini? You can do it instant like this, dear one. We have proven it many times. Do you need to sit in meditation for 10 hours? You don't. I'd like to show you right now. Would you all stand up for a moment? Put your left feet forward. Left feet forward. Yes. Raise your left hand like this. Right hand like this. Close your eyes and just breathe. In a matter of 2 minutes, your mind will go empty. Your mind will become void. Even if you try to have a thought, the power of the thoughts will be less and less. Instant communication, connection to the creative force, the creative intelligence. 10 minutes equals 5 hours of sitting meditation. Just simple. It's like this, dear one. A few years back, when you want to contact your relative, what do? You write a letter. It takes few days, is it not? But now what do? Chat. We chat, is it not, brother? Yeah. Or anything. Instant chatting. Same way, we can have instant connection to God. Simple. You will see all your thoughts will be centered, focused. You may even feel energy on your finger. You Listen, anybody feel anything in your fingers? 10 minutes equals 5 hours of sitting meditation. Have you seen the picture of Shiva? From his head, water is coming out. Is it not? What does it signify? People say he is holding Ganges. No, no, no. He's telling you the connection to the divine is through water. And there is a picture of him. He's sitting down, and in front of him there is a bowl of water. He's putting his hand in that. If you were to place your hand in a bowl of water, and again meditate for 10 minutes, in 10 minutes you will come to the place of voidness. So Shiva was telling you, the way to God is through water. Why? 78% of your body is water. No, it's like this, okay. Now, dear one, what does your body contain? The body contains the elements. And the elements are made up of the earth materials. And what do elements hold? Elements hold memories. And what is your memory? Where did it come from? Where are you going? Have you ever asked this question? What is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of life? Very simple. To rejoin with the God that you are and express this God every moment of your life. How can you find the truth about yourself? Come back into yourself, into your bones. Your bones contains your secret.